I love my hometown. I think it's a wonderful place to work, live, and play.
Well, when we first moved here, we knew we were going to settle in this area, but we weren't sure where. And we are so happy we picked Palatine because we love it here.
I'm very proud of these little spots of beauty that we have.
We have stables here, we have pools here, we have, you name it, and they'll provide it. We have a wonderful community of churches. You name a sect, and we got one here somewhere.
I think there's a sense of community here. I know my wife and I often joke around, it's the biggest small town in America.
The JCs are an organization whose mission is to develop young leaders through community service. So our chapter has been here in Palatine for almost 60 years, and we provide lots of events for the community. I think most people know us for the 4th of July Festival, Hometown Fest.
This is actually our home away from home. We've hosted the JC's parade judges here probably since the very first summer that we were in the building. We moved in January of '87.
Every 4th of July, when they would run the fireworks, we'd see the parking lot starting to fill up. So the last couple years, we started to go out to the parking lot with everybody else and watch the fireworks right outside here. And it's like a big party out there.
Activities and the celebrations this year have been a lot of fun and have brought a lot of people out and raised awareness of all the things that have happened over history, and it's really shown the strong history that Palatine has, and I think also a lot of hope for the future and all of the great things that Palatine will offer in the future.
It's really cool. You see other, towns celebrating their 60th, and it's like 150, that's a big deal.
But for a community to hit 150 and really have maintained a lot of the history of the past, yet not been stuck in the past and been able to move forward.
I was here for the 125th. In fact, I was in charge of that one, and I thought I'd never live for the 150th, so it's kind of a plus. I get to be here 25 years later, so I love it.
It is people, the people that live here that make Palatine a wonderful place.
I love the diversity you get in Palatine, especially the housing stock. You have the really old historic type homes up to a lot of the new construction, the multifamily, the single family, different kinds of neighborhoods.
This is probably my favorite place, and of course the community is my favorite thing.
I'm very proud of the way the village has grown.
I know a lot of times people from back home where you come, they're like, well, where is this town or where is this town? And I'm like, well, I know I've heard of it, but everything is right here. I don't go out that much. I mean, yes, my work is here too, but you can get within, a little short distance, you can kind of get everything you need right around here.
15 minutes from everything.
Yeah.
And whether you're at the grocery store or out at some, community program, you're always seeing friendly faces and your neighbors and people that you know.
And connections back to where maybe people grew up. I grew up in Iowa, and you find the connections back to somebody in Iowa, or my wife who grew up in another part of Chicago, the connections back there. But you find all of that in Palatine, so it's a real unique and home feel.
I've never lived in a place that's so friendly as this little town.